This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
Well, here we are. We've been sitting here, and I, for one, am feeling good. I trained today, and I know that's really always exciting for everybody.
Yeah, so I love
That's good news.
It down.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm getting thick. No, I'm not. I'm not getting thick.
We gotta hook Chin up in the new studio because Schaub Big Brown Breakdown's down there, but then he has to transfer all the equipment up here.
Yeah.
Chin's sweating.
He's sweating.
We got the Big Brown.
We got to work out.
We got Big Brown taken care of. Now we gotta get some Fire and Kid some love.
Hey, how was the health?
background.
How was the tummy? How was the water retention? What's going on?
How's the butthole?
I can tell right now he's looking down. It's more of the same.
Yeah, the same. I'll whenever something happens, I'll update you guys.
Okay.
No updates. Chin's all right though.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Did you get that picture I sent you, Chin? I did that. What they call it? Basically the oil change. You know where they draw your blood out? I was there for 3 hours.
Oh, I thought you meant the wrestling move where they stick the finger in the butt.
Oh, you did
Nope,
the
different
you
type
did
of
the
change.
plasma extraction.
Yeah.
Is that thing that you hold up bags of orange
Yeah.
juice that look like your...
Yep. That's
What-
all your plasma.
Let me ask you a
fatty
question.
plasma.
Do you feel anything from it?
Here's what's crazy is there it is, 3 full bags of plasma. I was there for 3 hours.
I think they just gave you bags of orange juice.
So I did that. Again, you're there for 3 hours.
What is that?
That's all like the fatty lipids in your blood.
Okay.
So that day, I thought they said to fast. This outweighs the well. I thought they said to fast, and you're actually not supposed. You're supposed to eat something.
Mm-hmm.
So during the middle of it, they had to give me food because I thought I was lightheaded. So then they fed me. I was there 3 hours. You're pretty lethargic. Because I saw you because we did fan questions for Big Brown Breakdown.
Yeah.
Did you notice like my eyes were like red, watery?
You're a little stoned.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently it lowers your immune system, so you have to be careful. So in hospitals, when they do
So
that,
this is where you got to be careful because
Yeah.
that's the internet doctors, right? So it lowers your immune system while it's done, and then the next over a 2-day period, your immune system's more powerful than ever.
who said that?
Ways to well, bring them people
So-
that
so-
do it.
so-
Hold on,
so
let
in
me finish. Let me
hospitals-
finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I've done it all: peptides, stem cells, steroids, TRT. The next day, I've never felt better.
Is there placebo?
Energy through the placebo. I always feel good. I always feel good. My fucking energy through the goddamn roof.
So in hospitals, apparently they put people in quarantine when they do that, though, because you can get
Also not true. So this has been around for a hot second.
Yeah.
A hot
yeah, they
second.
do it in hospitals.
A hot.
but they
hot
do
second.
it under specific circumstances, right?
Okay.
So
So did you have to... So you fasted for no reason?
Yeah. I mean, I fast anyways.
You-
I fast anyway. And this was at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fast anyways. That's easy when they told me to do it. And then they were like, probably an hour into it, they're like, you ate, right? I'm like, no. I thought I was supposed to fast. Like, no, dumbass. We told you not to fast. I'm like, I fucked up.
Chin, look up why they take plasma out typically.
Yeah, I'm
What
very
is the
interested in this.
Why do they even do it? Why do they do it in hospitals? Like, what is the?
There's a lot of people
'Cause
too with like Lyme disease and
Yeah.
stuff like that. When they do it, it's like life changing for them.
Yeah, they say that
Like
they do it-
inflammation.
Yeah,
everything.
they do it in hospitals, like for some people, and I can't remember what the reason is. Bodies, very few different reasons, depending on the medical situation. Liquid part of blood that carries proteins, antibodies, clotting factors, hormones, or waste products. During a plasma donation, blood is drawn, plasma is separated out, red blood cells return to your body.
See, that's
Immune
plasma, but that's
deficiencies, bleeding
you want
disorders.
number 2.
Oh yeah, they do it for burn patients. That's what I saw.
No, but not. So you're reading number 2. That's when you're donating it.
Yeah.
So I did the plasma exchange.
Hold on, let me see.
This is the exchange.
Yes.
Oh, they replace it with donor plasma or a replacement fluid.
Yep.
This is done for diseases where the plasma contains harmful antibodies, autoimmune proteins, toxins, abnormal clotting factors.
So it says the idea is basically remove the bad stuff circulating in the blood, and they can tell how bad your shit is if it's really, really dark. If it's like a really
It's like
dark,
when you got dehydrated.
almost like a pulp, that's bad. That means you've eaten like you're high cholesterol, a lot of fatty foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you eat? How's your diet?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea is even if you don't have that stuff, you're still removing.
You're removing it.
A lot of
Yeah,
shit.
and for inflammation.
And then what about the fact that it lowers your immune system? Is that just temporary?
That's literally only that day, and then your immune system for the next 6 months is on steroids.
Why? Because it just builds.
I guess
back?
it just builds it back even more.
Yeah. See if that's what it. See what it does afterwards. It's interesting because they definitely do it for people who have. I guess you're prone to infection if you're a burn patient.
I guess you'll be alright if that fucking Hantavirus gets out, huh?
Yeah.
I might have to get my plasma donated, or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you did.
Does not usually boost immune.
But hold on, make his
Used to suppress
reduce or
certain
suppress
immune-
certain immune components. Okay, plasma movement for the body, the plasma portion, blah blah blah. The plasma is replaced. The blood cells are returned to you. They use it for immune system where the immune system is causing harm. I see. So when the immune system is attacking itself, wow. Better. Well, a lot of people have autoimmune disease.
Yeah, but you see where it says some patients feel clearer, less inflamed, or less fatigued afterwards. I was more fatigued the day of. I was so tired for the next. I slept great that night.
Oh, you were?
But then the next freaking morning,
You
dude.
were tired or you felt good?
No, so I had to do a show right after, and then that day I'm at Tiger's practice, Bossy had practice, and I was like, man, I am so tired. I was just fatigued.
Huh.
Because that's how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
And then the next day, buddy, I could have ran through a goddamn wall.
Damn.
I still feel good.
Yeah.
But that next day, dude,
You're gonna need it for this new pandemic, man.
facts.
Have you
What's
been-
going on?
maybe your
why don't we,
body's-
why don't we just blow that ship?
You know what I think we should do with that ship? Send it down the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, you mean the
Yes.
fucking
Just send them
the
down.
Hantavirus?
Yeah.
And tell them you got the all clear. Just go through the strait. You're
just
safe. Just let them let Iran just do what they do.
I know. Just do that.
I saw Tim Dillon said, he goes, I don't agree with what Trump's doing, but if he blows up that Hantavirus ship, I'm back on board.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Because is it the same thing as-
Well, they got to keep it. You got to quarantine it in
Contained?
the ocean. So it's like you bring it to shore, it's going to get out. So you got to just.
And how bad is it,
would
though?
that suck?
But how bad is
like
the virus?
I think it's like a 50% kill rate.
No,
No?
but it sucks.
Bring it up, Chin. What's it called?
Hantavirus is dangerous. You can get it from rat urine.
Well, that's where they said it came from, right?
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How the fuck, if you come across rat pee,
Hantavirus. Yeah. It's serious. It's a serious.
is it
thing.
worse
Yeah.
than COVID?
That's what I've heard. 30 to, almost.
Damn.
I told you.
What? Oh, that's no joke. Keep that fucking thing out there.
I'm telling you.
Guys, sorry. You know what? We'll see who survives. Throw the bodies overboard. Actually, better yet, burn them.
You know Netflix right
gotta
now is
suck.
rubbing their hands together. Like, we got a documentary on
Oh,
our
dude.
hands.
Fucking cruise from hell.
Yeah.
So all the people on the cruise can't get off?
Yeah.
You're stuck
They're
on a fucking boat?
And it's already a nightmare to do a cruise. You
Hell
couldn't
yeah.
pay me to do a cruise.
So the biggest risk factor is exposure to infected rodents and their droppings, especially near
I
deer
gotta stop
mice.
fucking with sick rodents.
Well, how the fuck did they get it?
Did you see
Well,
Sam
because
Tripoli?
rats are on fucking boats. Oh. You got lots of rats.
You saw the video Sam Tripoli posted about this?
No.
Oh, it's good. It's on his Instagram.
Dude, my buddy.
Let's see it,
I want to
Chin.
see it. My buddy bought a building in New York City. They had a rat
Rats
problem.
galore?
They had a rat problem.
Oh, in New York?
Oh, dude, how about this? No, all bullshit aside. It wasn't a rat problem. The rats owned the building. They were killing rats with this poison, and my buddy was taking out industrial-sized garbage bags
Of
of
rats?
rats, and he did it for 3 days.
Couldn't you just buy a bunch of cats and have them go?
No.
There's this
Gangbusters?
Yes,
statement.
you can, but they go. So rats live underground.
green
They
shirt
live in
guy.
this thing.
This is why it seems, before we go into it, tell me this does not seem like a crisis actor.
Oh, is this guy in the boat?
Yeah. The worst acting I've ever seen.
Let's see.
Want right now is to feel safe, to have clarity.
Jake, I'm not going to expose the entire cruise line and the entire hantavirus situation just on this video because I want to give you the opportunity to come forward and tell people the truth. I looked into you. I looked into the investment firm that bought the company. I'll get into that in a second. And I figured out a lot of information behind this whole virus. And I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you are the sacrificial lamb that got roped into something and you didn't know this was going to occur. Now, it was very obvious you were reading from a script that was not your own words. Everybody has seen this. You have turned off the comments, which By the way, buddy, this is not going to hide the truth and it's not going to blow over. Everybody knows your face was attached to this. Now, this whole cruise line situation had always stood out, and there's a trail that makes it very obvious what the truth is. First of all, you're an extreme micro influencer that was averaging 1,500 to 2,000 views a video.
Extreme
You do not get a
micro-influencer.
$10,000 cruise line sponsorship.
God.
This is not how this works. Just the giveaway alone that you're doing with the cruise as a partner, the $250 prize is something that you don't even get at those views numbers. At best, you would be lucky to get a free t-shirt and 15% of any sales that you generate off of it. It's absolutely insane to get a free cruise and even do some giveaways with it on top. That doesn't happen so it was very obvious there was more going on. Now, for everybody else, the juicy details that you want to know. Oceanwide Expedition offers cruises to Antarctica, basically. The cruises range from $3,000 to $40,000. Now, Oceanwide Expeditions has not been doing the best, and a chunk of the company was recently purchased by Bolster Investment Partners. Now, what I find very funny and fascinating is this exact same investment company happens to be heavily invested in pharmaceuticals and pharmacy. Now, my question is, why would this investment company sponsor an influencer that's very minimal, and especially to this degree, and at the same time give him a script or allow him to post a video that completely destroys that brand's image? The cruise is now associated with a virus that is said to be extremely deadly. That doesn't happen. When you're sponsored by a company, you're not paid to just destroy the company's entire image. And at the very least, they're not going to allow you to keep that post up. It'll be taken down. So Jake, once again, I'm going to give you one chance to do the right thing and come public and tell people the truth of the situation. If that doesn't happen, then I'm going to release the rest of the information I have about this.
All we want right now is to feel safe.
The worst
have
reading off a
clarity.
script
Jake,
acting I've ever seen.
Huh?
The worst
Hey,
reading
Sam
off
goes,
a script
everything's
acting.
fake and gay.
Yeah, my thing is, what are they saying, that the Hantavirus is not real?
No,
that it
that's
is.
fake. Let's take a little break here, boys. Let me tell you something about Paka. What's softer than cashmere and warmer than wool? It's not a riddle. It's alpaca.
Alpaca. You know what those are? Those are
Hoodies.
basically llamas that live in South America. How about that? All right. Listen, it is a all natural fiber hoodie. You can always pack it anywhere. It keeps you warm in the coldest of weather. And it is soft, like it is. The only thing softer might be chinchilla. How about that?
And you know what? What a perfect time to wear your Paka hoodie while the summer's coming here in Austin, Texas.
Well, now the one thing I will say about it though is it does breathe. Now, it's not good for Austin weather in the summer.
Not right now.
But it'll keep you warm in most of the globe where it is cool. All right.
The hoodie
It
is
also
built
looks
for
good.
real life. You're talking about odor resistant, durable, made to last. Best-selling hoodie is softer than cashmere, warmer than wool. It's super breathable, and you look fly.
It's also thermoregulating, odor resistant, durable, and made to last.
That's what I said, B.
I know.
Over 250,000 people have already picked up their Paka hoodie. So why don't you get one, man? If you've been thinking about leveling up your hoodie game, this is your sign to do it now. Do it with Paka. So grab your Paka hoodie. Go to www.pakaapparel.com. That's Paka apparel.com. Paka. I thought
The virus is a real thing, but he's saying that this company has a lot of investments in the companies because they're already talking about coming up with the mRNA vaccine for this.
I mean, but Hantavirus has been around a long time. It's fucking real.
I know, but they're pushing this shit heavy, and a lot of this is a little sketchy.
Well, who's pushing? Wait, what are they pushing? Like the fucking boat is out there.
The same company that owns the boat is also the same company that's backing behind the research
as investment.
But I mean,
research.
but so everybody's
sketchy.
invested in fucking pharmaceutical. If you have a good portfolio, you should be invested in pharmaceutical companies, right?
I don't know, man.
This is the numerology people look into. And now number 4, and the stars were aligned. You're like, oh Jesus Christ! You can find everything. Like, so we can't believe that there was a Hantavirus outbreak on a fucking cruise
on one of the nicest
they don't
cruise
want to let
ships
it. They don't
out
want
there.
What's that?
$40,000 a room.
No, first of all, they're not that expensive. Cruises are not.
No, but this is
$40,000.
a different company. You saw the price range.
Yeah, but so if you look at how big that cruise is, I can promise you, $40,000 for a cruise is like, so the best cruise line, the Explorer 1 and 2, which I've been on, isn't close to that per person. Not close.
But he was saying the range is 3 to 40,000.
Yeah,
3 to
so
40,000.
it's
Depending where you're
more
at.
like, at the top end is 10 grand.
But there's no way an influencer with no fucking views is getting a free trip. That's a little
First of all,
sketchy.
we don't even know if that influencer is a real influencer or if that's even a real video, right? Like,
No, it is a real video.
Oh yeah,
That is a real video. It's
But
on his
maybe
page.
he's just on a boat going, "This fucking sucks." Like I talk about reading into this stuff. It cracks
You
me
don't
up.
think they could have cut?
But why? Why are they?
Because
doing this?
they have investments in the vaccines.
So they've decided that they're going to fake a Hunter outbreak.
No, not fake. I
Not
think
fake
it's real.
it. They got it on there.
Okay,
But now it's driving a lot of interest in this. Something that they're working on, something for it.
but so I remember.
You don't think it's a conflict of interest, B, at all?
No, I don't.
just think it's a
that's how they
coincidence?
think. Yeah. I mean, Hantavirus
Lucky
does
investment.
outbreak. See how many Hantavirus?
I wish I was that lucky.
but viruses like with cat urine, rat urine.
Rat urine.
Hantavirus is a real thing.
Of course.
No, it's
and
real.
It breaks out into different. And when you're in a contained area, it's like Legionnaire's disease on a cruise. Some shit just happens on a fucking.
It would just be
cruise.
ironic if that cruise ship also had investments in Legionnaire's vaccine.
That's the issue.
I know, but the problem is that any big company has a portfolio and they have investments across.
that feels like an expensive cruise, right?
That's standard for a week.
Is it?
Yep. And you're going all the way to the Arctic.
Hey, also, what kind of oh, I guess you do cruises, but
You can get
couldn't
suites for
fucking
17
pay
grand.
me to do a cruise.
No, if they offer me $100,000, I wouldn't do that cruise.
No.
Some of them are so nice, though. The Explorer
No.
is so nice. It's the best food I've ever had.
Not happening.
Let's put it that way.
You know
it's
what?
The best food
you know
and
why I
coffee
don't
I've
want to
ever
go on
had.
a cruise? Because it's like if I want to go to a country, I want to enjoy it at my own pace.
No. So when you go to cruises, you dock in the morning.
And like, if you don't get back to this fucking cruise, we're leaving
yeah,
you
but
in
they'll
Mexico.
dock like in
Correct.
Barcelona
Yeah.
for 2 days. You have 2 days to fuck around. And,
I want my own leisure, fuck around in this country.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. That's for sure.
Yeah,
some people
I can't do
live.
yeah.
Some people
People
buy
love 'em.
apartments and live on cruises.
My grandpa
Insane.
basically did that before he passed. Like,
Yeah.
that's how he spent the last of his life. He's like, I'm just going to fucking cruise ship this
That's
shit up.
cool.
Yeah, but you're still on a fucking boat.
It's a hotel on water.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
all
been on a
time.
cruise, and it just never seemed appealing to me.
I went on one when I was a kid, and I hated them ever since.
How much would they have to pay you to go on a Carnival cruise for a week? You ever seen a Carnival cruise?
Well, they do a lot of guys do the stand up on the cruise.
Dude,
I have
we
friends
we
that
ate
do it.
I went to I had to go for a wedding. I went to a sort of low rent, not a very expensive resort in Mexico. I think it was in Cancun. Let me tell you something. Not only did everybody but me get deathly ill from the water.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, when I say deathly ill, I mean, you're not leaving the bathroom. You have Montezuma's revenge. You're throwing up and shitting. It's so bad. You get an
It's
amoeba.
usually the ice, too.
I'm eating my fucking meat dish and I'm chewing and I'm like, this meat is the weirdest meat I've ever had. I call the waiter over.
Oh, no.
Did I tell you this?
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
dude, I call the waiter over and I go, what is this meat I'm eating? And he said, watch my mouth now. Udder.
Ew.
And I said,
Ew.
excusez-moi.
Ew.
And he goes,
Excusez-moi.
you're eating udder. And I said, you mean that's the part of the cow you chose to feed me?
You're in Mexico,
And
baby.
We were all eating fucking udder meat because, well, they didn't have anything left with the cow, and that's too expensive. So you'll have udder. Fuck off. And it tasted exactly. It was
Like an
basically
udder?
well. It was
what'd you
well. You know
expect?
what? Put a piece of rubber in your mouth and chew that and see how you do. I couldn't get through it.
That's also what you get, though.
That's what you get.
He's like,
I'm such a mind fuck.
that guy's
person
like, bro, it's all you can eat. It's $40.
It's the only time I started drinking tequila.
just to get the
kill.
taste out of your mouth.
Oh, and by the way,
kill all the
that was when I
bacteria?
had psoriasis on my legs. Remember? I
Oh, yeah.
couldn't like
That was
go.
hilarious.
I was covered in. I couldn't go.
And
in
remember, I
shorts.
got it.
Yes.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
we both had psoriasis.
It's called stress.
Through stress.
From stress?
Yeah, it
Oh,
comes
yeah.
out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my joke with my wife. I'm always like, babe, how great is this? You went from like young studs in their 30s, and now you got a fucking late 50s medium wrinkled comedian with alimony and psoriasis. Yeah.
She caught
Although
you at
I
the
don't have
good
any
times.
psalmos anymore. Thank you, Dan Garner and
Yo, it was weird how long we had
Andy
it.
Galpin.
I'm a weird eater like that too. Like if I find out what it is,
I'm out.
I'm done. Like I had that happen once. I went to a Mexican restaurant in the Bronx, and something about the cheese just wasn't sitting right with me. And I asked the waiter, I'm like, "What kind of cheese
Bubba,
is?"
do you remember you and I? So he and I, we were in Vegas.
It was Chihuahua cheese.
We were doing some weird thing in Vegas. These really hot, these women. We were like hosting something with like these. All these girls were there, and it was like all these professional hot girls in Vegas. I still remember because one of the girls was the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life. I was just, and all natural. I was like, how the fuck?
You and I were hosting it? Was that
And
Red
we
Rock?
ate,
Was
we
it
ate
at
sushi, Bubba. We ate sushi.
Oh, it was a Hard Rock.
And I'm eating sushi, and I looked in the kitchen, and there was mud water on it was dirty water. And I was eating the sushi, and I was like, this sushi tastes a little slimy.
A little funky.
And you said the same thing. And that night, I have a steel trap stomach, Bubba. And then I said to you, he goes, dude, I knew it. And we were both fucking sick. I was sick. I had nausea for 1 month. And then I took that on it.
Bio.
Whatever that,
the enzymes?
Biodome. Yeah,
Yeah.
They had these, the probiotic package, and it cured me.
Yeah, that's right.
Cured me.
Microbiome shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it cured me in it was 8 pills.
What was wrong with this? What was wrong with the sushi?
It was bad.
It's just
You can't fuck with bad sushi.
dated, not
you cannot
fresh.
eat
Raw
sushi,
food should not be. If raw food goes bad, you're gonna get fucked.
especially fish.
Yeah, I forget why we were there doing it, but you remember we were the first ever live podcast at the UFC Expo?
Yes, I do.
Fire the Kid.
And I did a wheel kick.
First UFC Expo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live, Fire the Kid. Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. I remember.
Yeah, I'm
that
such a
very
weird
well.
stomach. That time it was Chihuahua cheese, and I remember I was like, "How do you get this?" He goes, "It's how you expect." I'm like, "Are you milking a Chihuahua?"
He's all exactly.
I remember when we'd be in those lines and the guys would, I was smaller, so they would grab me and just kind of squeeze me, but they never did that shit to you.
Yeah, no.
They'd be really respectful around Brendan, but with me, they're like, come here, squeezing, hugging you, headlock. I was like, hey,
Like a little
your armpits on my fucking, your armpits
a
smell.
little twink.
Like yeah. But then I'd be next to you and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Then I'd be apart from you and they would. It was so fucking weird. It was this weird chimpanzee politics where guys are like, nah, you're my little cutie pie. And then I'd be around him and they'd be like, ooh, I'm going to be nice.
Took it.
We were like a bonobo by itself,
I'm a
and then
bonobo.
he was the silverback was next. to
Yeah,
him.
when you're next to the silverback, they'd
Yeah.
be like, a little bit like,
But then when the bonobo is by itself, they're like, "Let me
Yeah.
pet him."
Yeah, let me touch
yeah,
this.
they'd feel a little bit weird. And then the girls I would notice were a little more into you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's shocking.
the 6'4" guy.
We're older now, though.
Yeah, they still like you, Bubba. Still got the shoulders.
Dude, speaking of tall, there's a show on Netflix, My Crazy Ex. You know what I'm talking about? So the cover's a guy with, he has a face tattoo and it's of a fucking skeleton.
Oh, I've seen. He's the guy. He was,
that.
Bro, he's sick. First of all, he's 6'6", dime piece.
Is he 6'6"?
6'6", dime.
Bro,
looks like
love him.
Aaron Rodgers looking.
Yes.
Yeah,
But with
Not
tattoos
Aaron
on his
Rodgers,
face.
Girls.
Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez.
I didn't know
Yeah.
he was 6'6".
He's 6'6", in shape. He was a personal trainer, but just.
That looks like you a little bit.
Yeah, but not so crazy. Dude.
Well, he killed that girl, right?
Oh, buddy, he killed
Two girls,
people.
right? And he
Two
stomped
people.
one of them out, didn't he?
Choked.
Or ran him over with the car.
One,
Do
he
you-
choked and then ran over.
Do you know
to make
how
sure
many
she was dead.
girls? Do you know how many girls love him? Do you know how many girls?
Well, I saw it on TikTok. There's a
3,000
fan base of women that still heard the crimes
Yeah, I know.
and go, yeah.
He got
whatever.
sentenced to death, but he,
Well, he's got those.
but dude, he would
got
just
mental
he would just use people. Like he'd go from girl to girl, multiple girls, and just use them. And then once the word was out, like on the dating apps, like girls were like, "Hey, be careful! This guy's a real scumbag. He steals my stuff, all this stuff." He was like, "Fuck it," and started fucking a dude.
He did.
Yeah, just started
Hold on.
hooking up with a dude,
Hold on.
and
What?
lived in his RV.
Was it his dad that turned him in? Was that
Yeah, his dad, because he called his dad.
to brag about it, right?
He called, well, kind of. He's like, "Dad, you want to know what I did?" He's like, "Sure." He's like, "I killed 2 bitches." He's like, "I strangled both of them." And the dad was like, "Oh, cool." He's like,
Oh,
"But I
cool.
need," he's like, well, his dad was smart about it. He's like, "Oh, crazy, man. Cool. Hey, I'll send you an Uber to get you out of there." And his dad was like, "Let me know," because he was on the lam.
So he must have known his son was crazy.
His dad, called and warned the other girls. And his dad was like, "Oh, let me know where you're at. I'll send an Uber," because he was hiding out in this house. And his son was like, "Oh, say less, Dad. Send the address." Dad called the cops like, "Hey, he's here." And they went and got him.
That height
Well,
is just
good for his dad. So what?
Oh,
did
but then
he-
his dad's in jail. His dad's like, "Hey, man, you got to make this right." He's like, "You've broken so many people's hearts. You broke my heart." He's like, "Now you got to make it right." He's like, "You got to let us know where you buried those women. You have to. That's the way you make this right." And then,
And did he?
yeah.
He's
that height. That he's just still gonna get girls. 6'4". Did you see? There's a guy on
6'6".
Some guy did a test on TikTok. He ran his regular, not TikTok, on Tinder. He ran his regular profile. He's like a 5'5" frumpy guy, and he put all these stats like I make 7 figures and this and that.
Nothing.
No matches. Then he made a fake profile of a guy that was like a 6'4", like trust fund looking dude,
Yeah.
And it said in his bio, I have priors from domestic violence. So many matches.
God damn.
So many matches.
It's just a
there's
height
this-
thing.
Yeah, dude.
there's this really weird evolutionary biologist. We're talking about this. The demonic male. That's an extreme version of male aggression and danger, right? Then there you have the opposite end of the spectrum. And there's something about how human beings mate that brings everything back to the mean. So apes do that. There's a book called The Demonic Male, and I read it a long time ago, but the argument was that women, when they see that fucking boogeyman, they want to be the one to tame him. Like, he'll understand me because he's wounded.
Let's take a little break here, boys. The NBA playoffs are here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, brings excitement every game day. Bet player props, bet live, and only on DraftKings Sportsbook keeps you in the action all the way through. New to DraftKings customers, bet 5, and you'll get 100 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the code FIGHTER so you're ready for the moment. We talking about playoffs. The code is FIGHTER. Turn $5 into 100 in bonus bets instantly in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
He's wounded. Jordan Peterson was saying this. He's like, some women believe everything that cries is nice. Everything that, like, so when you have a really horrible man, they're like, I'm the one that can tame him. And then they realize, and he said, because Jordan Peterson dealt in the prisons with the worst of the worst. He would interview them, and he goes, oh, you don't know about the nightmare men. The nightmare men who will do the worst things ever, and you don't realize it until you're tied up in some cage. It's horrifying. But there are monsters. Like this kid was a monster.
That's what his dad said. His dad was like, "You're a monster, man."
And there was this thing where the guy, I remember in SVU, I think the guy goes, "I'm not a monster," and he goes, "To her, you were." It's like, they can be really, the other thing about these fucking people, this profile was saying, you get these monsters, they pay their taxes, they're great with their mom, they're great with people, they even might give to charity. And then they've got that other side.
Yeah.
It's like all mob guys who kiss their mom on the cheek and take their mom out, do those nice things, but also murder people.
Or it's like the cartel guys when they're going to like behead somebody, but they cross like a church and they're all like,
Yeah.
buddy, you're going to put a guy in a vat of acid.
Yeah.
I wish I could I forgot which girl it was in New York. She has a great joke about why women love serial killers. And she's like, it's because they're the only guys who make a plan and follow through.
That's hilarious.
I'm dependable. I will kill you.
He will make plans and he will follow through every time.
One woman escaped a serial killer because he took her out to the desert, and then she basically was like, "You're so hot. Why do you do this? Like, I would date you in a heartbeat." And then she got him to believe that she was into.
That's right.
And then she said to him, "I will help you get girl." Then the minute they were at a gas station, she was like, "Ah!"
See ya.
And he got caught.
Girls love a good serial killer. How many messages do you think that
So do
Ted Bundy
guys.
got in prison?
Oh, yeah.
Well, especially this kid, because I read the comments, and this kid was doing something, and I read the comments,
It's crazy.
and the girls were
It's
like,
so
"I'm
sad,
sorry,
too.
but he's really hot."
It's so sad.
and it's like, fuck.
Well, the Night Stalker had so many women.
Richard Ramirez?
Yo, so many.
Yeah.
He was like a handsome androgynous
Yeah,
fellow,
he
right?
also stunk. You could
He's
smell
all right.
him when he walked in the room. He would never
His
brush
teeth and breath were bad.
Really?
Yeah,
He got his teeth fixed in
was a
prison. He was a
horror.
dime piece.
Yeah,
Is he one of the people that ended up going, like, used to stay at the hotel in
Yep.
in LA?
Yep.
I forgot the name. Cecil Hotel.
Cecil.
So when I first moved to LA,
You stayed there?
no, I'll tell you.
So real quick, my goal for look at his fucking teeth before, but he was a dime. But the goal for episode 666 is I wanted to broadcast from Cecil Hotel from Richard Ramirez's room, and no one wanted to do it.
I would have done it, but I've been in the building. So when I first moved to LA, I was broke, and I did Uber Eats for work, and I didn't know anything because Uber Eats was the perfect way to learn the city for me. So first, it takes me down Skid Row to get there the way I was going, which nightmare because I knew it was a bad omen because a woman, at first I see a chicken run across the road.
Hell yeah.
Which is never good. Never, unless it's a fake joke. Yeah. And then a woman chasing it with a machete. And I'm like, this is a problem.
Wait, where was this?
This is Skid Row.
Because that's where Cecil Hotel's at.
Yeah.
Holy
So
fuck.
And when you see a chicken cross the road, if it's not a beginning of a bit, it's never a good sign. So
that chicken's running from something.
why the chicken cross the road?
Especially in America.
A fucking psycho with a machete.
Especially in America.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a third world country.
I didn't know where I was at first because I've never been to Skid Row. So I'm driving through this and I'm like, I need to get the fuck. Because it looked like the Purge. So I get off the street and it takes me a different way to get to and it doesn't say Cecil Hotel. It said something sweet.
They changed their name.
Yes, because that's all. I wouldn't have taken it if it said Cecil Hotel. I pull up to the front of this place. There's a homeless guy shitting in his hand.
Hell yeah.
And just staring at it like a gorilla.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is fucked. I have a bag of McDonald's.
Look,
and I have to
Billy,
take it up.
buddy.
Well,
I forgot which. It gets scary. So they tell me I have to take it up to a certain floor. They let me in, and this place is. It seems like it used to be really nice at one point.
Cecil Hotel used to be in the 50s.
It looks like you could tell it used to have
50s
something
and
nice
60s.
about it. But
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
But I don't know if you're a paranormal guy, but there was this weird, cold, eerie
You're in,
feeling.
pal.
And it just felt wrong being
Bad
in there.
energy, man.
This is where it gets fucked up. I go up to the floor, and when you get off the elevator, you have to come around the corner. It's probably like 12:30 at nighttime, and I hear these kids laughing. And I'm like, what kind of shitty parents are letting their kids run around and play at this time? I turn the corner, completely empty hallway.
Portal.
And I
It's one of
fucking
the
like
most haunted
Derek Jeter
places in
just
America.
backhand through the food against door and
See ya.
fucking
You see
ran.
a child spinning toy. A fucking dog is barking.
I
but
didn't
they won't
want to
go
know
in.
No,
anymore.
it's one of the most
Like,
haunted
get me
places
out.
on earth. Yeah.
If
Cecil
you
Hotel.
feel it when you're up,
Oh, yeah.
when you're up there, you feel bad energy. And when I heard kids for sure laughing and I saw nothing, I'm like,
You hear
I'm
Spencer
done.
Pratt?
Go
Spencer
look
Pratt's
up
like,
Cecil Hotel history, Chid. There's some bad
you
shit
hear
on there.
Spencer Pratt? He's got all these Democrats going, it's a housing problem. He goes, it's not a housing problem. It's a, what did he say? It's a turbo meth problem and a fucking fentanyl problem. They're all drug addicts. They don't want what you have to offer. They'll stab you in the neck.
Yeah.
He's like, they want to do their drugs.
Dude, remember the doc? I think it was on Netflix that Elisa Lam. Remember
it's the scariest
she was
shit
found
Oh, yeah.
hidden in the water tower.
Well, they were fine. They were drinking
Her shit, yeah.
through the water.
So what did they decide happened?
They
Did she
still
get
don't know.
drunk?
They
Well,
still
this is
don't know.
the theory is she got fucked up off street drugs around there and ended up getting inside
Yeah.
the water tank and drowning.
Yeah.
But you can't get in the water tank.
She was acting really weird.
It was open when they found it. No,
Blocked.
Look,
maybe she's strong.
This is one of the creepiest videos because the elevator stopped working.
She was
she's
also off her meds, they said, so
Yeah.
it's a weird one.
yeah, she's high. She probably got in the water to swim and then died.
So elevator's not working.
Oh, this is so creepy.
This is weird, yeah. And she's like running from something.
Yeah.
You can
She's
see her
like
keep looking. She's
looking.
scared.
Yeah. or
And it could be a schizophrenic thing. I don't know.
So that's what it sounds like.
But the elevator doesn't help.
No.
She's like trying to hide.
That's so weird to me.
Finding her in that water tower is fucking
Could you imagine
Like,
finding out
nice.
you were drinking a dead girl?
fuck.
That's not good. That can't be good.
No.
Although
There's
it
not
is-
enough orange juice
it is-
treatments at Ways to Well
apparently
to
it
get that out of
tastes
you.
Bad.
What's that?
Yeah, people were complaining.
It's human soup.
Yeah.
Well, LA water is disgusting.
And
to
what is
begin
this
with.
step thing? that
It's
she's
also
doing?
superpowered, but
This shit. She's got no shoes. She's a mess.
no, she has
Was.
shoes on
She's
there.
wearing shoes?
No.
Yeah, she has small slippers on.
I can't tell. This is a long video though.
Did you get the Snyder cut of this video?
It was just the extended cut.
The uncut.
I went to. So I was in love with somebody who was a
But
drug
see-
addict, and I went to a Al-Anon meeting. You know what those are?
Alcohol
Oh, yeah.
Anonymous?
Yeah, but it's for
Drugs
loved
and
ones
alcohol.
when you have a loved one who's a drug addict. And
Okay.
you don't know what to do. And I was there, and man, one of the most profound things was I only went once because I didn't know it didn't help me, but I this woman was there, and she said, I just have to come to terms with the fact that my brother's crazy, and I've been trying to save him, but he's crazy, and I can't help him because he was schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And he would just disappear. And she was like, and it was so heartbreaking, man, because there's no medication to help him. He was just crazy.
Yeah.
And he would just be on the street. He would disappear. They try to find
There's
him.
nothing to do.
You can't do anything.
Dude, when I went to go film that last episode in LA, honestly, like, not only is it just, it's sad to be in LA now, it kind of feels like a
Country,
museum of a cool town.
You can fix it.
Yeah.
And it's
You
just
can
like,
fix it.
even when I first moved there, it was cool when I came. The first time I saw you do stand up was back in like 2018. and I was just visiting, and it was definitely a cool city. But after like 2019, it started really getting sketchy. And then during the pandemic, it just became like, this is no longer.
It always had problems because the weather was so good, so you could live there year round.
It's the best weather in the country.
Yeah, so you could always go there, and you knew you wouldn't freeze to death, right? You could just hang, and then so people would come from places, and they would drive across country and get high and just. But
when did you first get to LA?
1995.
That must have been the coolest fucking time in the world.
Yes and no.
Venice was super rough.
I was about to say Venice. 2 years before that,
a lot of gangs.
So I went to buy a house. I was going to buy a house in 1995, and the cop. I looked at a cop. They pulled over, and I said, it was right in the heart of Venice. I looked at the cop, and I said, "Is this good neighborhood?" And he looked at me, and he goes, "See that fire hydrant?" I go, "Yeah." He said a fortnight ago. I remember him saying a fortnight ago.
It's not
which is
good.
so weird.
A fortnight?
I think that's 2 weeks. He goes, a fortnight ago, somebody got shot right there, shot and killed right there. He goes, you'll have people running through your yard, and you'll hear gunshots.
Venice used to be.
So it used to be the Shoreline Crips and the Bloods, I think, and they used to constantly fight.
It's still going down.
You know what they did? They made a deal. They said, you can sell your rock here if one car is broken into, if one house is broken into, if one person who's not in your gang gets shot or fucked with or robbed, we are going to bring the hammer down. And when I got there, you were fine. I had my phone stolen. I called my own phone, guy answered it. I went right to the park. He said, let me take over the payments. I was like, no, man. And
that was also the lure of Venice too. Like if you have kids, even now, you don't want to be in Venice.
No?
But if
it's changed a lot.
I thought that was like one of the nicer parts.
It got gentrified though, because what happens is those houses that families had been there forever in these little cottages, they were able to sell them for $1 million.
Especially on the Venice canals, you're looking at 6, 7, 8.
Do you know what broke the gangs in Venice and most of LA?
That?
This is so crazy. So gangs were like, they didn't know what to do. It was so entrenched. But so then the Mexican mafia said, you cannot just drive by and spray because you're killing bystanders.
Yeah,
so the rule was, but the rule was you got to have 1 foot out on the ground when you shoot. So when you come in your car, this is what the Mexican mafia said. You motherfucker, your 1 foot better be out, because that means you have to stop and you have to take aim, because otherwise they were taking too much heat. Okay?
Really?
Yes. So get this.
So
what brought them to their knees?
That's like manhunt when for kid.
Yeah. What brought them to their
also,
knees?
Also, no 12-6 elbows.
literally, because it was bad for business.
What?
Bad for business.
I'm a killer, dude.
Yeah. But they had those rampart gang. They had those divisions, those gang divisions.
They had white
They were no
supremacists
joke.
out there too.
They were no
like
joke.
American History X, like all.
But
that.
check it out.
That's Venice.
That was Venice.
Hold up, Brian.
Yeah, you're right.
Hold up. Brennan's mic just went out for some reason.
Oh, probably because I said white supremacist. Listen, B, let's take a little break here because you know my teeth are jacked up, dude. I can't just use any toothpaste because the thing about toothpaste, there's all sorts of chemicals in there. You don't know what you're doing. Some of y'all brush your teeth 3 times a day. That's 3 chemicals a day. Yep. That's why I hit up
glycerin,
Van Man.
Foaming agents, all kinds of stuff.
Buddy, forget that traditional toothpaste. Forget about it because the Van Man is here. Van Man's tooth powder uses real grass-fed cattle bone hydroapatite.
Damn. It's hydroxyapatite.
Yes, sir. The same mineral structures as your actual teeth. So it builds your enamel naturally. That's what I need, dude.
It remineralizes and strengthens.
It's so good, man. 0 fluoride, 0 SLS, 0 foaming agents. It's completely edible because anything you put in that mouth should be. All right? You wake up without that gross film in your mouth because there are no foaming agents destroying your natural saliva production. Okay, dude?
Your natural saliva.
Your
natural saliva.
My mouth's watering for this
There
stuff.
are no foaming agents that destroy your natural saliva product. That's what he's saying. Make the switch. Real oral care. Go to vanman.shop/fighter. Use code FIGHTER for 15% off your first order. That's vanman.shop/fighter. Use code FIGHTER for 15% off your first order.
Van Man, real ingredients, no exceptions.
No exceptions. So the main thing that crippled the gangs was the RICO Act. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it happens all the time in New York.
So you were a gang member, right?
Giuliani.
And your uncle was in the same gang. You just did, let's say, 3 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're walking with your uncle, and the cops go, "Hey, you're associating with a gang member. You're not allowed to, nor are you allowed to live with them." So you're going back to jail for the whole summer. You had that job. It goes, and pretty soon all of them were like, I can't live this way. I can't even fucking live this way.
The biggest with the RICO Act is, let's say Brian's the boss of the mafia, but he's having you and I do the dirty work. When we get arrested,
Racketeering.
they're going for him.
Yeah.
Because so before the mob guys, they couldn't track anything to them.
Yeah.
They'd be like, we're just getting the low level fruit.
Yeah.
So then they're like, all right,
You're getting
RICO Act,
streetwise guys. Yeah.
we're getting everybody.
It broke everybody.
It literally shut
That's
down
what
everybody.
Bukele was saying of El Salvador. He goes, we went from the most dangerous country in the world to the safest in the Western Hemisphere. He said, it's because if the state has the will. And what Bukele, people don't realize what he did was he fucking got the right judges in there. The judges were super woke and left wing. And he goes, I'm going to get judges. So the first thing he did before he had that, he behind the scenes, he was building this whole police infrastructure and jails. But he knew he had to get judges that would okay his thing. So he got fucking judges in there, young judges under 40. And that was what he did.
Could you imagine if they tried to do that here? That would never work.
Well,
California wouldn't allow.
But
Newsom like, why?
The reason we don't have crime problems, which I didn't know, is like comparatively, crime is always like like New York City is because of AI and CompuStats. What New York City does, I'll give you an example.
Also, don't get it twisted. The New York Police Department is basically a military force,
But also they're really
they're
smart. So watch
and they're
this.
more police per capita than any other big
But
city.
here's what the cops realize. This is what justice scientists figure out. The people that are fucking everything up are usually, it's like at most in all 5 boroughs, 600 criminals.
That's the
600.
repeated offenders.
It's a small, tiny group. So what they'll do is they go, we know exactly where they are. So in one day, they will go and arrest 500 people. 500, and they're all in jail. And they just take all the troublemakers off the street,
They're the
all the
majority
bad
of the
eggs.
crime,
Yeah.
just the repeated offenders.
I mean, besides
over
like the
and
petty
over.
criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
the real
before-
crime
in-
is like 600 dudes.
In back in the day, in the old days, before a country would go to war, if they knew an army was going to invade, the king would go in and kill every criminal in the jails. Kill them all. Even the criminal, the thieves and everything. They'd kill everybody because they were like, the minute that the jails are gonna open, they're gonna come out and they're gonna wreak havoc among our own people.
Can't have it.
So one of the things, the way to control is they would just kill everybody.
It's not a bad idea.
Could you imagine?
Saddam was saying when during the Iraq invasion, he emptied the jails.
Yeah.
And all the worst of the worst came out, and they were the ones doing a lot of really bad shit. So
Could you imagine if Trump tried to do what Bukele did and have the military march through the street?
Be tough.
And
I mean, they kind of did in the DC, but
you don't want that, but Bukele.
Jim, what was
turned
that
country-
current event you had with Nina Drama?
Oh. This one?
So it shows Diego Pavia, who's a quarterback for Vanderbilt, didn't get drafted. He's signed on with a free agent with the Baltimore Ravens. He's small and,
thought that was Schmo.
and super arrogant. That's his issue. And has
was
a
just-
super hot mom.
He was just trying to flirt with her. He didn't realize what was happening. So this
Oh,
is
they have the
him.
video?
I work with the UFC, so yeah, yeah, and I know John and all these guys. So they invited me out. I'm live streaming, just so you know. My camera's on, just so you know.
That was the one.
Whoa.
Huh? No, it's good to not hit on me. Thank you.
He's just doing his thing. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, pretty
She's-
girl at a fight
she's-
event.
yeah,
Shooter's
she's-
going to shoot.
She's also like just beautiful with a great personality. Like any guy. In my opinion, like if you don't think she's attractive and you don't want her as your girlfriend, you're gay.
I agree.
Like
She's a
she's
very
incredible.
pretty Italian
She's
girl.
also super
She's
talented.
amazing.
Yeah,
She's
super
Italian.
talented.
She's classy. Like she's not this fucking weird. Like she's not. She's
Like not
just-
like an OnlyFans.
She's wife
yeah.
material, bro. That's girlfriend material.
Yeah, wicked smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and funny. Great sense of humor
Very
and
good.
gorgeous.
It's just that move, though. He's just like a weird arm
think-
touch thing.
he's trying. He's
I know. I
fucking-
got you. It's all good.
I don't think it's weird. I also think that's what's wrong with society. Like,
Yeah.
oh, is it weird? Diego Pavia took a shot at fucking this gorgeous
that
live streamer.
I don't blame
Do you
him.
know
It
this
just
is
looked like
why-
he was grabbing titty.
But Bubba, you know this is why 18-year-olds.
Yes.
Because they're on camera all the time.
Either
Why are you going to
they're
hit on a
scared to
girl? You know,
It's like, oh, Pavia gets turned down by,
fuck off. Like everything's being loud.
Nina Drama. It's like, okay.
And she was cool. By the way, she was trying to
That was
save
like a
him.
real
She was like,
titty
hey,
grab.
we're live right now, Bubba.
You got to love her.
He's
for
like, oh,
that.
so I shouldn't hit on you? She's like, no.
Yeah.
But also, all good.
Yeah.
No harm, no
No,
foul.
I
He shot his
encourage
shot.
kids to do that. I
But,
encourage
and if
kids
he's
to-
not familiar with her, fuck yeah, I'm shooting my shot.
Thank you.
Shoot your shot,
And
definitely.
she was great because she said, "I don't want you to embarrass yourself. You're live streaming. You're on camera."
You also
A lot
have,
of people wouldn't
you
have
also
done
have
that.
no shot, Bubba.
Right.
You're a 5'4" quarterback
Hey,
signed as a free agent.
Hold on.
Wait,
Oh,
he's,
he
a,
ain't
quar-
shit.
he's a quarterback?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
That's
he's still a NFL quarterback.
Oh, shit,
That's
5'9".
a big deal.
No, see, that's where you're
5'9"
fucking up.
quarterback.
He's as much as NFL quarterback as I'm an NFL tight end. He got invited to camp.
Okay,
Hasn't
he's-
made the team.
he's not a
is
tall
undrafted
man.
free agent.
He's not a tall man.
No, that's his problem, and he's super arrogant.
That's a problem.
And so
So you got to be arrogant to make it like
That's
that.
too
at that
short for a
level.
quarterback. Remember
No,
Mark,
you're fucked.
Mark
Well,
Drew
Sanchez
Brees,
played
Drew
as
Brees,
the...
6 feet, 6 feet.
But Mark
Sure,
Sanchez couldn't even
exception.
see over the offensive line when he played for the Jets.
Hold on. Let me see Pavia. How tall is
but
he?
also remember, Nina Drama's around real celebrities, man.
He's listed
She's
at
not
6.
fucking with the free agent at Baltimore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
again, he's unfamiliar with her work.
Now,
Oh, I'm familiar
you
with your
go.
work, man.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on. Oh, boy. Yeah, well, he's also around giants,
boy.
Bubba. He's probably 6 feet, right?
No,
No.
5'9", 5'10", it said.
He was 5'9" at the combine.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you this. When you say he's not a quarterback, he's on the
He's not.
team.
He's not on the team.
Okay, he's not.
He got invited to camp.
Oh, okay.
He could get cut in mini camp right now.
Got it.
He has to go through the rookie camp. Then there's the fucking preseason. The odds are not for at a 5'9"
And to be a good
undrafted.
quarterback, you got to be able to see over the offensive line.
I mean, there's 5'10" guys. There's 5'9",
big
5'10"
dudes.
guys that can do it, but it's very rare.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. Well, how tall is Mahomes? 6 feet?
No, 6'3".
No. Patrick Mahomes?
Look that up.
Is he that tall?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think so, Bubba.
No. Patrick Mahomes is not known as a short guy.
6'2".
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Sorry about the fan.
What else you got, Chin? Yeah, at least Pavia shoot, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, I want to make sure you guys know. I encourage people to make a move. If you think someone's cute, do it, but try to do a little bit smoother. Don't do a weird arm thing like that. To me, that arm thing was a little
I
weird.
mean, you're being. Nah.
I'm just being
Well, I
straight
think
up.
what he was,
part of the
what he was
problem.
trying to do
No,
was
how
to
dare you,
cover the
Brian.
microphone as like, okay, I'm going to hit on you. But she moved, and it was just, it looked like he was about to grab all titty, but he was trying to,
Yeah.
like, put his hand over the mic.
It was a little awkward.
And
He
it
also,
looked like he was
again,
about to-
he's unfamiliar with her work. Like, buddy, you are barking up the wrong tree.
Gotta shoot.
Because it looks bad if you go, I'm going to hit on you, and then just go grab
Titty
titty.
grab?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break here. Listen, man. Finding a doctor you actually like feels like discovering a diamond in the rough. Sure, you want someone in network nearby with open time slots, but let's be honest, that's just the start. You also deserve someone who likes to listen, makes you feel comfortable, calms your nerves. I get super
How about
nervous.
explains things clearly? How about that?
How about
Or
they remember
tells
your
you-
kids' freaking names?
Right. That's
Roots for the
another
same
one.
sports team. Makes you laugh. All right. Your diamond in the rough doctor exists. We got you. And finding them is super easy with ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high quality in-network doctors so you can find someone you actually love. All right, we got you guys. So when you're ready, you can see the real-time availability and click to book instantly. No phone tag, no waiting around. Appointments made through ZocDoc happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments if you're lucky.
That's so
Stop
hard to
putting
do.
off those doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/fighter. That's ZocDoc.com/fighter to find and instantly book a doctor you'll love today. Thanks ZocDoc for sponsoring this message.
All right, I'm sure by now you guys heard about this Frontier.
My thing is, why were they on the wrong runway?
It must have been some crazy homeless dude. That's what
Not
happens,
allowed to be
right?
on the runway.
Wait, what happened? I thought that was like high security near an
Pilots
airport.
aborted takeoff after reporting an engine fire, and
Now, you
passengers
probably got
they
hit.
rushed to.
I've always wanted to slide down one.
Me
CBS's
too.
Sarah
Yeah.
Bakowitz of our
Me
Denver-
too. You got hit by a.
35 right is closed. I do have limbs on the runway. I believe the aircraft struck an individual.
Limbs on the runway.
We have a plane into an individual. That's what we got.
Oh, he probably exploded.
What appears to be a deceased person on the runway. Okay. Red 5, why don't you go ahead and proceed up there. Proceed with caution. Make sure we don't have any other people out there. Everybody else move into their regular setup positions. There is an aircraft that
Dude,
So
so
he got sucked
Oh
into
no,
the
this
engine.
is in Denver.
he got sucked into the engine.
This is in Denver. Oh, it's taken off.
Oh, it's going to Los
Denver,
Angeles.
going to LA.
So it didn't even, get into the air.
Wait, the guy got sucked into the engine.
Sucked in, the engine blew, and then they found limbs on the ground.
It's not a good.
So some guy just apparently it's really hard to get to that area. So he had to drive a long way, climb the fence,
so far,
and run down the runway.
Is that might be a suicide of some weird?
Yeah,
that's a lot to go through.
Yeah, because what's the game plan?
But also that's a lot to go through. I'm gonna drive, jump, try to dive into a fucking
But how did security not get alerted? That's scary.
I think it's so far back in that area that. But I don't know, man.
Also, you just don't expect somebody to jump over the fence and dive into.
It's got to be suicide, though. I imagine.
But did he get
suicide.
struck or did he get hit by the wheel?
I thought he got ran.
No, he
over.
ran towards the aircraft, and the aircraft sucked him up through the engine. It was during takeoff, apparently.
I didn't hear that. I thought it just said he got struck. How do you know he got sucked up?
It's bad when anybody takes their own life, but when they do it, they kind of also inconvenience everybody else too. It's like, it's
frustrating,
kind of
man. Selfish.
He got hit.
No, I think he was trying to die. B. It's not because also those planes. You see him
he's trying to die
far away.
Yeah.
And it's weird too. Like people would see his parts of his body in the engine area, and they're trying to do like pictures and selfies with it.
Well, it could have been a DIY activity.
DIY.
What's a DIY?
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like now everybody's stuck on a tarmac. That's shitty.
Yeah.
What is this the same? What happened to
Yeah,
him?
there's just more and more about the same thing. Don't worry about it. That's the main thing, though. And there's the people leaving the aircraft.
I've always wanted to
Me
slide
too, I've
down,
always
and
wanted to
it's
jump down.
pretty anticlimactic.
See, they're taking pictures with it.
Yeah.
The pilot's like, please stop taking pictures.
Have some decency.
Also, what are you going to
folks.
do with that?
Right?
Have some
I'd show
decency.
you guys. What do you mean you're going to show your buddies, man? What are you talking about? I would show you guys.
I would not want to see
I'm
that
like,
shit.
dude, this is why I'm late.
That's gonna get banned on TikTok, even if you try to post that shit.
Yeah, you're not making money off that.
Why would you do that?
All right. Oh, this one's crazy. But okay, have you seen the guy throwing a freaking rock at a sea lion?
Yes.
No.
A
it
monk
got
seal.
so much.
By the way, having just been to Hawaii, monk seals are endangered. And
But why was he throwing a rock at it?
Because
Just
he's
for
a
fun.
piece of shit.
He's just trying to get to react.
What a dickhead.
Boom.
From the tourists who threw it. If you didn't, here it is again. And we've all seen.
Fuck this guy.
It's a beloved monk seal.
I hope they kick the shit out of him.
Oh, this guy did.
Yeah.
This local.
Yeah, don't fuck with Hawaiians, bro.
That's what our land or the animals. And our attorney over here wants to make it clear we don't condone violence. But
What a fucking
we
asshole.
did make a letter of recognition for Mr. Ambassador of Aloha. I know everybody's trying to keep him anonymous.
Damn, he's trying to hit him with a big rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge rock. People love this. So wait, is monk seal is different from sea lion, bro?
Oh, Chen.
Are they ever?
You're about to get
Are monk
absorbed.
seals different than
Buddy.
sea lions?
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Damn,
But I
he's
know
throwing
that
like a
they're-
big rock.
Yeah.
He's throwing boulders at him,
Watch
trying to
this.
kill him.
Well, that girl.
That's his girl.
Damn, that's his girl?
Yeah. And apparently his comment was, "I'm rich. Who cares?" or some shit like that.
I'm so glad he
Do
got
they
the
show
shit
him
kicked out
getting
of
beat up?
Yeah.
Yeah, just that one image though.
Yeah, and
or that
by
one
the
video.
way,
Didn't even hit the seal. Nice try.
This is where it happened.
yeah, what a dick.
In the burn zone.
Don't fuck around. Hawaiians.
Wait, and he
on
said,
their-
I'm rich. I
Dude,
can throw rocks at
on
the sea
their,
lions.
on their beaches, if you're not respectful of with the way you
Keep going,
surf,
Jim.
you get the shit kicked out of you.
incident involving
He got the mayor's attention.
Hawaiian monk seal in Lahaina. Mahalo to everyone who reached out and expressed concern.
Just a
You're
long
crazy
video,
if you don't think this guy's thinking white devil.
They called him a huli.
What's that?
A huli's like a
Howley.
howley.
Howley, you
A howley.
fucking
Sorry.
devil.
A howley's like
You
what you
white
say.
devil.
You'd be fine. You look Hawaiian.
You're questionable.
But if you're going to be white and you're going to go fuck with their seals, you're going to get checked. And if
I feel like there's many countries you can go to where they'd be like, he might be one of us.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but that's
I'm
the
good.
biggest asshole move to do.
Are we sure he said I can do it? I'm rich, Jen, or did you
Yes,
make that
yes.
up?
No, I remember seeing that.
He's just a bad guy.
What a jerk off.
God, you wish that sea lion would come out of the water and fucking rip his
Dude,
face.
so
right?
this is what is this now?
There's the guy that beat him up. It's a local, and they're trying to give him an award, a certificate for helping protect the seal.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, you can tell he probably fights all the time.
That's more action than the Strickland Hamzat fight.
Guy goes, this video of the guy getting punched does not need to be shown in such short increments. We need the whole
I
video.
agree. Give me the whole beat down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why so
Guy
short?
was getting fucking tooled up.
Mahalo.
And I think the guy's Russian.
Welcome to
From Seattle?
Hawaii.
He had that Russian hair.
Yeah.
Well, he sucks either way.
What else you got,
There's
Jim?
more
Where you
to him here. Hold
oh,
on.
wow.
Found the guy.
Igor. Yeah, that's a Russian.
Oh, my God, he's Russian. Well, Igor got dealt with.
Yeah, like you're just mean.
Here, see this?
I don't care. I'm rich. Find me. I can pay for it. Ooh, buddy.
With his dumb square
Look
head.
at his face, dude. He looks like a douchebag, too.
Just looks like a bad
Fucking
guy.
Roblox looking motherfucker.
They got thick hair, though, up there in Russia. Look as thick his hair is.
Why
He
not-
paid the price, though.
why
Also,
not
the
bangs?
Russian can't fight. Just getting teed off on, bud.
Well, you know,
He was in for the.
that dude
for the
looked kind of
back,
tough
too.
and he was throwing fast. Listen, dude, I need auto parts, okay? But I'm a novice. I need to make sure they're in the store or online. I need maybe my brake light fixed or a quick service. I want to
Well-
be in my car when they change my battery.
Your one-stop shop, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I was just there this morning because I need transmission oil, Brian.
Okay,
Because
transmission
I'm putting
oil.
a new trans in my truck.
Okay.
And it did not come with trans oil, so I had to go buy O'Reilly Auto Parts. They had it in stock. I had to buy 7 freaking bottles of it. They had it all ready to go.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
transmission
man.
oil.
So whether you're a car expert or a rookie, you'll find the employees at O'Reilly Auto Parts are knowledgeable, helpful, best of all, super friendly. All right. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter.
Let's talk a little bit about Progressive Insurance. You ever think about switching insurance companies? See if you could save some cash? Well, guess what? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Have you seen this video?
No.
This girl's holding pads for this dude.
Oh,
There was a leg
yes.
kick.
This is
Hold on.
brutal.
Oh, God, I thought this was fake. Is this real?
No,
What
it's
happens,
real.
Chin?
Unless it's freaking AI, but I
I feel
doubt
like
it.
this is fake, but okay, hold on.
Okay, but it's making the rounds here.
Oh my God. She didn't know how to.
This from Mike Perry's channel. Right?
I don't know. It looks
Look
pretty
up.
real.
Well, he sucks.
Let me see it.
Did she
again.
move the pad down?
Fresh. Yeah,
Well,
she actually moved. The
She
pad
went like
down.
this, but then he also went high. The whole thing's. Solid kick.
Fucking
That was a good kick.
Solid
that was
kick.
a really
Luke
good kick.
Rockhold, my friend was holding pad for Luke Rockhold, and Luke did that and literally dropped him. And
That's
Luke
her?
Just goes, fuck.
That's her, Chin?
No, that's when you go down.
Oh, that's AI.
Is
Yeah,
this Chin's feed? Yeah,
Is
instant
that her?
feed, Chin.
That's my feed.
Chin's got a type. That's Nasia.
What's up with this shit? This is everywhere now.
What?
There's
That's
going to be a
Nasia.
pretty girl sitting in a baseball stand.
Me and Brian know her.
What?
She's a comedian from Los Angeles.
No.
She's
That's
a
Nasia.
comedian.
This is in Korea.
I love Nasia. I don't
What?
think that's Nasia, Bubba. That's not Nasia.
She
It
posted
says
it.
official.
Is she an
Nancy
angel?
Marario.
Yeah, that's Nasia. Is that Nasia? No, I don't think that's her.
This is who she is. I don't know.
El Nasi.
Yeah, she's a comedian.
Yeah, Nasia. Oh, yeah, you're right.
First of all, yep.
So it must be just a trend where they just like put themselves into these baseball scenarios, right? Like
Maybe.
AI.
I don't know.
Because I've seen
She's good
like
people, that girl.
I'll
I
ask
like
her.
I like her. She's good people.
She's a good friend. She's cool.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
she's like a Sofia Vergara type of girl.
Yeah, and she's good people. Like, she's a good person.
Okay.
Well, I feel like the
beautiful.
sky's the limit for her.
Very pretty.
Yeah, very, very pretty.
Whoa.
Yep. There's a whole.
All right. I jumped my landlord's pool. We don't have much time. But that's something I have to tell you. All right. Just wait right here for a second, please.
Is that a small pool?
Yeah.
All right. Nothing crazy there, but
Okay.
all right.
She's cool people.
Whoa.
She seems cool.
What's up, everybody? It's Z from Alphabet, and I'm super excited that me and Nasia are getting ready to
Be cool, dude.
Use Staiku 360.
Is that her man?
We're both going to do our 360-degree scan, which is going to capture full body analysis and body composition, including body fat, lean muscle mass, posture, and key measurements. This allows us to track real.
Okay. Anyway.
All right, you can move on, Jim.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Good for her.
Body scanning.
Alrighty.
Mine came back regular as fuck. All right.
I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is another video of a girl. Yeah. It's like a high school girl who fought some dude.
Yeah.
Check this out. Girl versus boy at school. Dads, this
Getting
is
that single.
My daughter's training some sort of jiu-jitsu, MMA. Grappling is impeccable, way better than this guy.
She gets rear naked?
No, watch. Just gets him with this knee right. Bam! Right there. And again, boom! And he's out. Yep. If that was my daughter, I'd be super proud. We'd be going for ice cream after this. Check this out.
Lord have
Girl
mercy.
versus boy at school.
Good for her.
Dads, this is why you want your daughters training some sort of jiu-jitsu, MMA, grappling.
Dude, I don't know if this kid's ever going to live this down.
Never.
But part of it might be the kid's not really fighting. He's trying to get her off him.
Right there, and again,
Like you're not able. You can't really punch her back, right?
Or he's fighting her, Brian, and got fucked up, buddy. There's also that.
There's
There's also some knucklehead fucking with a girl and got
We
fucked
don't know
up.
the story.
I know, but you don't assume he's a good
Yeah.
guy.
No, I'm
who's
saying
fucking with a
he
girl.
maybe it looks like a lot of times if a girl attacks you and you're like, what are you doing? You're like,
That happened to a kid wrestling team. He JV wrestler at we used to do like tournaments. The JV team and the varsity team would come, and he was wrestling a girl. He's showboating the whole time, and he tried to do like an alligator roll, and she just postured and caught him, and the whole gym went.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures are getting taken. He had to leave our school.
Yeah, fucked.
He had to go to a different school.
yeah, leave.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chen?
Let's
It's
do.
almost 2 o'clock, boys. I got to roll at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do this. Akash Singh apparently has officially left Flagrant. This is Andrew Schultz.
That
just
sucks.
Briefly talking about it.
Elephant in the room, no pun intended. Okay, as I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience in, selling out Radio City recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe, and literally just like living the dreams that he would tell me about at 2 a.m. when we're eating fucking egg sandwiches at Veselka. So it's been amazing to see.
Veselka's awesome.
But, the experience has put things in
Who's
perspective
awesome?
for him.
Vaselka.
And he's
Good,
made
best
the decision
Polish
to focus
pierogies there.
all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that, but at the same time,
It was him
it's
and
very hard not to root for your friends. Literally living his dreams, and if he feels he's got to give everything to that,
Schultz going full
then
Brian
that's
with his
exactly what he's
toesies
gotta
out.
do, and we're gonna rock with them. We hope you.
Because
guys
Schultz
continue
and
to rock with
Akash, they
them. Go
started
check out the show. We
Flagrant
saw the
together,
show.
right?
I could say this as a genuine thing. Akash is such a good guy. Like when I
Great guy.
first started
Yeah, he's a
stand
great
up,
guy.
he was
Great guy.
always so nice to me and
great
always
guy.
looked out for me. So it really makes me sad because I really feel bad for him. He's one of the most genuinely nice.
Why do you feel
people
bad for him,
to
though?
stand up.
Isn't he leaving because he's crushing
Selling out
stand-ups?
Radio City Musical.
Or is he leaving
no, he
because of
deserves
the
it.
stuff with his wife and stuff?
He's getting a lot of abuse. A lot.
Really?
It got to a point where he had to like take a hiatus and then like
What is
it
with
ju-
people? Like,
they just want to see people fall, and
Yeah.
it's sad
Meanwhile,
because
he's any
if any of those
winning.
people actually got a chance to meet Akash,
Yeah,
like he
super
looks
nice.
out for other people.
yeah, but
and
he's
says,
also he
yeah.
also is crushing it, making all the money.
Sure.
And built this global brand. So
But at
he
the same time,
wins.
it's just like to be taking abuse 24/7. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's brutal. And I think the thing that bothers him most too is like that's his wife that people are talking all that shit about.
Sucks.
Like that's
And
that's
it came out, it was overblown.
It's
and
his
she's
first
not-
love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he married the girl, and
Yeah.
everyone's calling her this, that, and
Whore
the
and
other
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well,
Well, we love Akash.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love
Yeah.
Schultze.
yep.
Anyway,
That sucks.
that's
What is
it.
this?
That's just like this is just from Nature's Milk. We've seen this before. This giant hog
Big
on
wiener.
The
Yep.
fuck is
a,
that?
on a killer whale. His dick.
Big old-
Whoa.
That's a water dick.
So
right there.
Wednesday,
It's called a water
the
pick.
No Leg Day boys are going to take over Firing the Kid.
Yeah.
No Leg Days. You guys
you
got
go.
the Phil Heath episode dropping. You
This
boys are going
week,
to take it
on
over.
Wednesday.
Brian's leaving town.
Yep.
Where you going, buddy?
San Francisco and Idaho.
You got some spots in Idaho?
No. just
No.
Work.
Just work shit. Where you at next?
I will be in San Diego. That's not on there yet. It's
Alrighty.
on the 21st and 22nd. And I need to
Yeah, I got
look
Alberta
that up.
coming.
And then I'm in Chicago, June 4 and 5 at Schaumburg Improv.
Your fans keep on hitting me up and ask if I'm coming with you on that one.
Yeah, you can come.
All right, kids, that's it. This is the Fighter and Kid. We're out.